Livtocook show, I present to you Chef Liv. Risotto.
Hi guys, so to actually add to that last starch video, we are going to be making risotto parmigiana. And remember, of course, this is a great spot where maybe you're going to add one of your black box items, because you can be doing different varieties of risotto. You have mushroom risotto, you can have a tomato style. So we're just going to do it plain today. Now, if you're doing this at home, your recipes usually refer to cup sizes. However, we of course go by ounces. So ours is, we're going to have to do a conversion. You guys have to do a conversion, and you'll see that your rice is calling for 3 ounces in your conversion. So we have our arborio rice. This is a special arborio rice that is specifically for risotto, so you can't use any other kind of rice, okay? We have our hot stock, and those are the main 2 things you need. Now, usually when you're doing rice, you have the 1-to-1 ratio for minute rice. You should never cook that. 2-to-1 for your white rice, and 3-to-1 for brown or wild rices. And that's based on the brand and stuff. So the hot stock here, we're going to be adding more because it has to absorb, the rice is going to have to absorb that stock, absorb the stock. So the process is we're going to add a little shallot. You can use the onion. And we're going to just lightly saute that. And then you want to saute your rice. Okay? And so that's going to have a little bit of a saute on that rice, having the oil, which I had put a little bit of olive oil in the pan before. And it just breaks up the rice and starts the little cooking process. And then the key is to add hot stock. That's gonna break up that glutinous parts of the rice and separate the rice, even though that's a risotto really comes together. So you're just gonna add a ladle at a time. So the 2-to-1 ratio doesn't really apply here, because it's going to be, it's approximately a couple cups, but it's give or take. As soon as the rice is soft and ready to eat. So really we're just gonna do a little ladle at a time, let that rice absorb. So you're gonna see it cook. It's gonna pull in all the stock. It's going to break down the glutinous parts of the rice until it's ready to go. So we're just gonna have to keep this process going for a little while. I'm going to keep letting it absorb, add more stock, absorb, add more stock, and we're going to finish with some Parmesan. When we come back, we'll show you the finished product and how we add that stock and what it should look like. Hi guys, so back to the risotto. So that took quite a while, at least 20 minutes, half an hour, just to slowly absorb that stock until the rice was cooked. Remember, we talked about gelatinous, right? When you break down starches. So it's broken down and now it's al dente, firm to the bite. I didn't mention the stock. Now, if you have to use a base, you could use a base stock. However, because you're adding so much stock, that would be a really salty choice. So if you have to buy from a store, you could go a low sodium, I would suggest, or no salt, and then add your own. You want to season that at the end. However, my grade 12 viewers, you will be having your homemade stock, as we showed the homemade stock in the chicken series. Now, just to finish this risotto, we're gonna throw some parm in there, which also adds salt, so remember that, because Parmesan is a very salty cheese. And we can garnish with a little fresh parsley, and what the nice thing about risotto is this nice creamy side that you can add to your dinner. And of course you can stack that when you're plating. So there you go, risotto. See you later.